Welcome to Common Sense TV. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense. You know, Kamala Harris may be the worst politician in the history of this country. Because most politicians know how to lie. They know how to answer a question even when you know they're lying to you. She's just not very good at answering questions. And she's so fake. On top of that, she's not very smart. I was the first one a while back that told you the reason Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris is because she's a moron. Joe Biden's a moron too. But at least he's a better politician. He knows how to BS you. She don't even know how to BS you, even when she's going on a friendly territory in order to do an interview. She did this Colbert, she did 60 Minutes, and she did The View. Now, the first thing we want to let you listen to is how The View, even though it was a soft hand, underhanded pitch, you would think Kamala Harris could just knock this out the park. But instead, she didn't knock it out the park because she was asked the question, would you do anything different than Joe Biden did? Her answer was, not that I can think of. In other words, the mess we see ourselves in now, Kamala Harris want to give you 4 more years of that because she wouldn't change a damn thing.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind. There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact,
When I grow up, I want to be hired based on what I look like rather than my skills.
I want to be judged by my political beliefs.
I want to get promoted
based on my chromosomes.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. She would not change one single thing, and she's been a part of all the major decisions. We should be through with the conversation now. She can't say that she's against fracking. She's for fracking now. She can't say that she wants to secure the border or build a wall because she has the same policy as the Biden administration had because it's not Joe Biden. She wouldn't change nothing. All the illegals coming over, she wouldn't change nothing that Joe Biden has done because she's done most of it. And then when she went on 60 Minutes, she was asked about the gun, and you can tell, just look at her body language. You can tell that she's lying. Her mouth is moving. You know she's lying. Because he finally asked her what kind of gun she owns. She said a Glock. And she said she used to be an attorney and she has she's had this gun for a while. She's lying, just like she lied about McDonald's.
Turn here, but you recently surprised people when you said that you are a gun owner. And then if someone came into your house...
That was not the first time I've talked about it. That's not the first time I've talked about it.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
What kind of gun do you own, and when and why did you get it?
I have a Glock. And
what's the first word that pops into your head when you hear the name Kamala Harris?
Liar.
And I've had it for quite some time. And look, Bill, my background is in law enforcement. And so there you go.
Have you ever fired it?
Yes. Of course I have. At a shooting range. Yes, of course I have.
A hard left turn here, but you recently surprised people when you said that you are a gun owner. And then if someone came into your house...
That was not the first time I've talked about it. That's not the first time I've talked about it.
So what kind of gun do you own, and when and why did you get it?
One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it.
I have a Glock, and I've had it for quite some time. And look, Bill, my background is in law enforcement. And
can I get it on the...
And so there you go.
Have you ever fired it?
Yes. Of course I have. At a shooting range? Yes, of course I have.
Don't forget that she once wanted to take your gun.
Among everybody in the community, and just because you legally possess a gun in the sanctity of your locked home doesn't mean that we're not going to walk into that home and check to see if you're being responsible and safe in the way you conduct your affairs.
Essentially going to people's houses looking for specific banned guns. Does it involve perhaps creating a database of people who are legal gun owners? I mean, what kind of process are we talking about here?
Well, first of all, as a point of distinction, I believe I'm the only one who has said that she will take executive action. So mine is not just a plan with some plan for legislation. I'm actually prepared to take executive action to put in place rules that improve this situation. I also have, as part of my background and experience, working on this issue when I was Attorney General, and we put resources into allowing law enforcement to actually knock on the doors of people who were on 2 lists.
And so a buyback program is a good idea. If Congress fails to act, I'll give them 100 days to put a bill on my desk for signature. And if they do not do it, I will put in place by executive action a comprehensive background check requirement and a ban on the assault weapons and importation of assault weapons into our country. I'm done.
Take this woman seriously? Can you actually take her seriously? She's incapable of answering any questions. And she wouldn't change a single thing that Joe Biden has done. Just like he destroyed the country for 4 years, open borders, spending money on illegals. She said she wouldn't change a thing. Now let that sink in.